Hi all. Yes. So I hope my audio and video qualities are good. So I'm Thanzeel from Unacademy. I'm working as an educator in creative corner section of Unacademy. So this is my second YouTube live session. So today I'm going to discuss how can we do animations using block programming. Okay. In the previous section, I was like just introducing what are the features of block programming, and then we discussed a platform called Scratch. Now, today we are going to create animations using block programming by using Scratch platform. Okay. So before that, I will introduce a cool feature that has been introduced by Unacademy. It's called Unacademy Ask a Doubt. Okay. Like it's like you can ask any doubt regarding your subjects or regarding anything at any time. Okay, there is no restrictions in the timings, and there is no restrictions in number of downloads. The thing is that you just need to download our app. Okay, then you have to click on ask a doubt, and then you have to take a picture of your doubt. Like it must be something like there must be in a simple. It can be in your textbooks and all. You just need to take a picture of that, and if you want to, you can highlight that particular question and you can ask us. Okay, so like you will get a personalized dedicated video regarding that doubt. It can be used for like any purpose. Like it can be used for like asking doubts and all, and it can be like utilized by subscribers and non-subscribers also. So all of can use this feature. So try to use this feature. Okay, it's a very cool feature. It's a newly found feature. So just try to use this one. Okay. So let's move on to our topic, which is called creating animations. Okay. So animations using block coding. So in this section, we are trying to create some cool animations using Scratch platform. Okay. So like moving with arrow keys, like making a character jump, switch poses, glide from one point to another, walking animations and all. I will try to complete most of the animations, and if time we have time, we will do some conversations also. We will create some story card also. Okay. So let's move on to the animation section. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Okay. So just log on to Scratch. Okay. Scratch. Yes. I hope most of you have an account in Scratch. If you don't have an account, try to create an account using Join Scratch. Okay. So here, by clicking Join Scratch, you can create an account in Scratch. Like you have to give an username and password. Okay. That's what we have to do here. So I already have an account. Sign here. Like, so sign in here. Yes. So we'll just click on the create option. Now we will have a screen like this. Okay. I hope everyone can see my screen now. Yes. I already explained about this platform in my last YouTube tutorial. You can get it from Creative Corners YouTube channel. And here I will explain it again. So this is the output screen. You will get the output here. And this is the place we use to code. And these are the set of codes that will be used to create animation, storytelling, and even we can create game using this platform. Okay. So here we can see an image of a cat here. We usually call it as sprite. Okay, the common name is sprite. Now we are having a sprite image of a cat. Okay, now we will see how can we move this cat using some keys. Okay, so we will start doing animation here. So one thing is that in order to do animation, or in order to like do anything, you have to put an event block whenever you are starting. Okay, so in the event block you have to put any one of this event block. Okay, and in order to move this particular character, you have to use the any of the codes in the motion block. In order to create some conversations and all, you have, or in order to create the costumes of the particular character, you have to use the looks block. And in order to record your voice, or in order to use sound, you have to use the sound block. Okay, and since we have to move this particular character, we will go for when space is pressed. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I want to move this particular sprite right, left, up and down by using our arrow keys. We have right arrow, left arrow, up and down arrow. So we will use these arrow keys in order to move this particular character. So I will start with the up arrow first. Okay, so I just drag when space key is pressed from event block, and I will change this to up arrow. Okay, we'll start with the up arrow. So if I just press the up arrow, the particular character has to move up. The particular character has to move up. So while looking here, you can see that if we want to move up and down, we have to change the value of y. If we want to move right and left, we have to change the value of x. In order to move up and down, we have to change the value of y. In order to move right and left, we have to change the value of x. Okay, so since we have to move up, we have to change the value of y now. Okay, so just go to the motion block. You will just come down, and you can see that there is an option called change y by 10. Change y by 10. So I will drag this one and put it here. Okay, so now if I just click on the flag, nothing will happen. Okay, we usually put when flag is clicked, but here we put when up key is pressed. So if I just press the up key on my uh, keyboard, you can see that the character will move up like this. Okay, now the character will be move upside. Okay, if I want to move him down, I want this particular sprite to move down. I have to go to the event block again, and I will choose when space key is pressed, and I will change it to down arrow. I will change it to down arrow, and I will go to the motion block again, and I will put change y by 10. But the interesting thing is that both the codes are same, right? Like change y by 10 is already here. So we have to change the sign here. Since he has to move down, we have to change the sign before this value. So I will put a minus sign here. Okay. So in order to move up, we have to give a positive value. In order to move down, we have to use a negative value. If I just click on the down arrow, you can see that he is moving down. He is moving down. So that's a use of up arrow and down arrow. So you can do it in another way also. Okay, just right click here and just duplicate this one. Okay, just right click here and duplicate this one and just change it to down arrow and just change the sign to minus 10. So that things will be very easier to. Okay, so as I said, it will also work here. Okay, now he is moving up and down like this. And if you want to like control him towards the right and left, you have to use two more keys like right arrow and left arrow. Okay, so I will go for the when space key is pressed, and I will change this to right arrow. Okay, so since he has to move towards the right side, we have to change the value of x. We have to change this direction, right? This is x direction. So I will go for motion block, and I will take the option change x by 10. Now if I just click on the right arrow, it will start moving towards the right side. So like up, down, then right. Okay, so if I want to make him move towards the left side, if I want to make him move towards left side, like what we did in the down arrow, you just right click here and duplicate. Okay, just right click and duplicate and just change it to left arrow And as I said here, we have to, since already change x by 10 is already there, we have to change the sign of this value. Okay, now you can see that the cat is moving up, down, right, and left. Okay, even you can change this value to like 50. You can change this value to like minus 50 and all. Okay, it's up to you. You can decide which value you want to do it here. I mean, if you use the value 50, he will move in faster. Okay, that's the use of this by increasing this value. Okay, now I hope it is clear for you, and we will do some other animation here. Just click on this save now button. Okay, if you have a save now button, just save it there and just click on the file and create a new file. Okay, so that you can refer the previous activity from your folder. Okay, now we will try to make a particular character jump. So we will take another character from here. So I will just delete this sprite. Okay, we will just delete the sprite. So like I just deleted the sprite image of a cat. Now I will try to add a new sprite. We will try to add a new sprite. So I will just go here. Okay, there are a lot of cool sprites will be available here. So I will just click on here and I will go for GitHub. Okay. Yeah. This is my sprite here. Now the thing is that I will make him jump. Actually, he is not jumping, but we will feel like he is jumping. Okay, we will do that sort of animation now. So as I said, whenever we are planning to like start an animation or a game, we have to put any one of this event. Normally we used to put when flag is clicked, but here I will go for when space key is pressed. Since most of the games will have a space bar to move up and down, like we will feel like he is jumping. So in order to jump, we will use a space key. So here also I'm using the space bar. So in order to jump, as we know that he has to move up and down, right? He has to move up and down like this. He has to move up and down like this, right? So like as we know, if you want to move up and down, we have to change the direction of y. So here, just go to the loops block. Sorry, just go to the motion block, and I will just drag down here. As we all know, we have to change the x by 10. We have to change x by 10. Okay, now we have to put change, sorry, change y by 10. Okay, sorry for that. Change y by 10, and then we have to use change y by minus 10. So if I just click on the space bar, you can see that nothing is happening. Actually, we used change y by 10 and change y by minus 10 also. But thing is that we have to put an like a time between these two codes. Okay, like we have to have an a time gap between these two codes. So I will put wait for 1 second. Okay, so if we use the space bar now, yeah, he will move up, then he will take 1 second to come down. Okay, so I will just change this value to 0.3. Okay, if I just click on the space bar, yes, now we will feel like he is almost jumping, right? So even if you want to, you can just change this value to a greater one, like I will go for a value 60. Yes, now we will feel like it's jumping. So normally, in order to move up and down, we have to change the value of y. In order to move right and left, we have to change the value of x. I hope it is clear for you. And the next one is that we will, yes, if you want, we can just save the file and take a new file. We will now try to like switch poses. Okay, so I will create a new file. Now we'll just delete this sprite and I will try to put another sprite called Max. Yes, we'll have Max here. Now this is my character. I will switch his pose. Okay. So I will, as we all know, we have to use any one of these event blocks. So I will go for when space key is pressed. Okay. And before we are switching the poses, we must know what is a costume. Actually, if we want to switch the poses, we have to change the costume. So before we are changing the costume, we must know what is a costume. So just right side of this code, we can see that there is a costume option is available. Just click here. Now you can see that there are a lot of costumes are available for Max. Like this is the costume A, this is costume B, this is costume C, and this is costume D. Okay, we are having 4 costumes here. So we have to switch any of these costumes. Okay, so I will go with the max C and B. Okay. So in order to switch costume, as we all know, we have to go to the looks block. Okay, that kind of options can be get from the uh, looks block. Okay, so here we are having switch costume to max D. Switch costume to max D. So I will just change it to max C. Okay, now this is the costume here. Okay, now we have to switch the costume to max D. Sorry, max B. You can give max D also. So I will go for max B. So we'll just put an wait for 1 second. So I will change the value to 0.3. Okay, there must be some time difference between switching costumes. That's why I put this wait for 0.3 seconds. And I will go to the looks block again. I will put when I will go for switch costume to costume B. Okay. Now if I just click on the space bar, you can see that he is switching his costumes in a really good manner. Okay. I hope it is clear for you all. Okay, right. And just save your project and take a new file. Just click on new option. Now I will go for like we have, if you want to glide a particular thing, you can do it by glide option. Okay, so I will show you how can we make a particular character glide. So in order to do that, I will just delete this sprite and I will go for a rocket ship. Rocket ship is already here. So if you feel like the size is quite bigger, just click here and you can reduce the size here. So I will go for a 50 here. Now the size has been reduced. Okay. And if you want to, like, this is a normal plain white background. If you want to, you can like put a new background. Okay. So I will go for a nebula. Now the thing is that I want to make this rocket go from this point to this point. Okay, I want this rocket to go from this point to this point. So in order to do that, as we all know, we have to use any one of this event block. If you are creating an animation or anything, we have to use any one of this event blocks. I will go for when space keys plus normally for last 3 to 4 animations we are using when space key. So now I will change this event block. I will use when flag is clicked. And in order to make this rocket glide, we have to set the initial location of the rocket. So now this is the initial location. I fix the initial location as this point. So I will go to the motion block and I will go to minus 73 and minus 127. It's up to you. The value will be different for you. Towards the end of this animation, the rocket will be somewhere over here. So if I want to animate it again, you just have to click here so that it will come back to its initial location. Okay, that's the use of setting up an initial location. And the next thing is that now we have to make him glide from this point to this point. Okay, in order to do that, you have to use an option glide 1 second to x and y. So if I just drag this x and y, you can see that both the coordinates are same, right? Both the values are same, so nothing will happen. Okay, so before you are dragging this glide option, you have to drag this rocket to the end location. This is the end location. Okay, I just drag this rocket to the end location. Now if I just drag the glide option, you can see that now the coordinates has been changed. Okay, so there is a difference between the coordinates here, and if you want to you can like increase the time here. So I will just join this one. Yes, now it's quite speedy, right? So I will just change this value to 5 seconds so that he will move slowly like this. Okay. Okay. So I hope it's clear for you. And the next thing is that just save this file. We'll try to do some more animations here. Okay. We'll go to the file and click on new. Right. Yes, I will delete this sprite. Now, what I am trying to do is that we will make a parrot fly using animations. Okay, so by using animations, I will make a parrot fly. So in order to make a parrot fly, we have to input an parrot sprite. So just click here and just search parrot. Yes, he's almost here. Okay, now if you feel like the size is quite larger, just change this to 50. Okay, just change this value to 50. Now the size is good. Okay, now it's having a good size here. And if you want to, you can have your own backdrops. So we'll just click on the backdrop and I will go for the canyon here. Yeah, go for the canyon. So I just added a backdrop and I just reduce the size of a parrot here. So like I just want to make him fly from this point to this point, mean opposite diagonal, like opposite corner. So in order to do start animating, the first thing is that we have to use any one of the event block. Any one of the event block. So I will just go to the event block. As we all know, we have to put any one of this event block. So I will start with when a flag is clicked. Okay. The next thing is that in order to do animations, we have to fix the initial location of the parrot. So I just fixed the initial location as this point. So in order to fix the initial location, as we did in the rockets animation program, just go to the motion block and just drag, go to X and Y. Okay, now this is the initial location of the parrot. So the use is that if you towards the end of the program, the parrot will be somewhere over here. So if I just click on the flag again, he will come back to its initial location again. That's the use of setting up an initial location of a particular sprite. And the next thing is that we want to make him fly from this point to this point. Okay. So in order to do that, we have to use the glide option. So before putting the glide option, we have to make him towards a final state or final position. So this is the final position here. Then drag the when flag is clicked. So if you forgot to drag this one here, what will happen is that both the coordinates will be same. Okay, so nothing will happen there. Okay, so in order to avoid such situation, we have to drag this parrot and put it here. Okay, then use the glide 1 second option and then just change this value to 5 seconds. So that it will take some time to reach the opposite corner. So if I just click on the flag, you can see that yeah, he is moving diagonally towards the opposite side. But the thing is that still he is only gliding towards the opposite side, right? He is only gliding towards the opposite side. We must feel like he is. We must like do something in order to make him fly. You must do something in order to make him fly. So in order to do that, we must know what are the different costumes that is available for the parrot. We must know what are the different costumes that is available for parrot. So in order to check the costumes, as you all know, we have to go to the costume option. Okay, we have to go to the costume option. So in this costume option, we are having a parrot A and parrot B. We are having parrot A and parrot B. So if I just click one after another, you can see that we will feel like he is almost flapping his wings and like he is flying, right? So he is almost flapping his wings. So the thing is that we have to switch the costume. So in order to switch costume, I will drag when flag is clicked again. So I will explain what is the reason behind adding an extra when flag is clicked again. Normally we used to code below this code, right? So I will explain the reason after this one. So I will go to the looks block and here we have to switch the backdrop. Sorry, switch the costume. So before switching the costume, we have to add a forever loop. Okay, before switching the costume, we have to add a forever loop. Okay, we have to add a forever loop or repeat loop. It's up to you. And I will click on looks block and I will go for the next costume. Okay, I will go for the next costume. And if I just click on the flag, you can see that yeah, now he is flapping like the speed is quite in the larger area. So we have to reduce the time between switching the costume. So I will just go to the control block and I will use the wait for 1 second and I will go for 0.5 seconds. Now if I just click on the fly, you can see that yeah, he is almost flapping his wings and moving opposite direction. Okay, now it seems like he is flying and we can use a repeat block also. Okay, both serves the same purpose, but the thing is that in the repeat block you have to specify how many times you have to repeat. So here we have having 10. If you want, you can change this value to 20. It's up to you. Okay, I will go for the 10 again, and I will put this code inside this one. It will still works. Okay, it will still work. Okay, it will still work, and without this loop it will like executed for a single time. Okay, it will be executed for a single time. Okay, yes, now it won't work again. So we must put an for hour loop in order to make in order to make him fly. Okay, in order to make him fly we have to use a for hour loop so that it will be continuously executed. Okay, and we you must have an extra doubt here, like why can't we put this code below this one? Okay, you will have a doubt like this. Okay, so I will show you what will happen if we put this code below this one like we normally do. If I just click on the fly, you can see that he will move diagonally towards the opposite side. After reaching that position, he will start flapping his wings. After reaching the opposite side, he will now start flapping his wings. Okay, now I will just change this to here, like both the codes has to happen at the same time, like moving towards the opposite side as well as changing the costume has to happen at the same time. So that's the reason behind putting two when flag is clicked in this program. Okay, and I hope it is clear for you, and I will show one more animation here. So I will just drag this, I will just click on this backpack and I will drag this point here. Okay, now the code will be here. Okay, so I hope it is already here. Right, the code is already here. Right, so I will take another file and I will click on new. Okay, yes. So I want to make this cat run from this point to this point. Okay, from this point to this point. So in order to do that, as we all know, we have to any one of the event blocks. So as we normally do, we will go for when the sprite is clicked, and I will take the motion block and I will set the initial location of the cat. Yes, now this is the initial location of the cat, and hope you know what's the reason behind putting an initial location of the cat. And then we want to make him run towards diagonal towards the right side. So I will just drag this cat and put it here, and I will drag this glide 1 second to this. So like now if I just click on the flag, you can see that he is gliding opposite direction. Okay, so I will just change this value to 5 seconds. Right? If I just click on the flag, you can see that he is now slowly gliding towards the opposite side. But the thing is that he is only gliding, he is not running. Okay, so just go to the costume and just check the costumes that have been available for this cat. So like if we click one after another, you can see that we will feel like he is almost running like this. Okay, so we'll just go to the coding area again. So there is no need to code it again, as we all know. I already dragged this one here, so we'll just drag this one and put it here. Okay. Yes. So things will be very easier. So if I just click on the flag here, you can see that he is running like this. We will feel like he is running. So like we can copy the codes here, and whenever we want to use this code, you can just drag this from here and put it here. Okay, wherever you want to use here. If you want to use all these codes into some other animation, you can definitely drag it and put it here. Okay, yeah, now it will be available here. Okay, so you can do things in this manner. And that's all we have for this session. I hope it was a fruitful session for you all, and thanks for joining this session. And as I said earlier, we have a cool feature which is called Ask a Doubt. You can ask your doubt using our platform. You just need to log into our app and just take a photograph of your question and just post it in your app. So you will get a personalized answer or personalized solution from our part. Okay. So thanks for joining our session. We will have a YouTube session on next day. So, thanks for joining.